Hello everyone, this is Vicky and welcome to the Iggy the Nerd channel. To start off, let me excuse any odd hand angles or a bit of shakiness. I'm in great need of a tripod, something I plan on getting soon. But let me present to you this wonderful book, Dagdrommar. And you just about know I did a Google search to make sure the pronunciation is correct. I hope I came close. Now, the short review of this book is, buy this book. Goodbye. No, seriously, you need to buy this book. If you watched my previous video, and if you haven't, why not? Please help a sister out by watching, subscribing, and liking. Pretty please, I'm begging you. So, if you watched my collection video, you'll see I have a good selection of different art types. And while I have love for them all, this is my absolute hands down favorite. Let me give you a bit about the illustrator, paraphrased from her website. Illustrator Hanna Karlzon lives in Umeå, Sweden. All of her drawings are by hand. She specializes in flowers, forests, houses, and animals with lots of details. She's inspired by nature and then adds mixes of Art Nouveau, punk rock, and a bit of 70s designs to her work. Now, it's the combination of all these aesthetics is why I really fell hard for this book. The illustrations are whimsical and childlike, but not kiddie, and they reflect a very dreamy quality. So let's open up, oh, sorry about the shaking, the book to one of the pages. Ah, look at that. And I'm also not going to lie. The book even smells good. I'm not sure what trees this paper is produced from, but it smells wonderful. It's not overpowering or anything, but it's kind of like this luscious, delicious new book smell that reminds me of a bookstore. So I'm going to go to my first finished page. There it is. Kind of looks like what I'd assume an LSD fever dream would look like, right? Now, I adore my markers, and I love bright contrasting colors, but I highly suggest you either do a Google search of Dagdrommar or look up the hashtag Dagdrommar if you're on Instagram. I mean, you're going to see the most stunning and sublime coloring with other media, especially colored pencils. I mean, oh my goodness, the gorgeousness of it all. So after you finish to the end of my video and like it, please, go directly. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200 and look at some of those finished works. However, I still love what I did, and if you like the psychedelic, I'm sure you will too. I have a actual work in progress here. Show you that. And you see the eyes. I use some glitter, like a silver gel pen, to make the eyes shine. And here are some book details. It's a hardbound cover, very nice and sturdy. The pages are about 8 1/4 by 10 inches. The paper is about medium to heavy weight, and it smells good too. I just love the smell. The pages are non-perforated, so many colorists prefer single-sided pages, especially those who prefer coloring with markers like me. So your alcohol markers, they're going to straight up bleed through. There's no preventing that. Right here is a Spectrum Noir, where I tried it on the other page, and that I think is a Sharpie. Sharpies, the big markets, the Copics, and the Spectrum Noirs, anything that's alcohol based, it's gonna bleed through. Even with water-based markers, like the ones I used in this book and on this page, which I use Staedtlers, or even Stabilos, you may experience feathering on the other side. Less so if you use a light touch. which you should be doing anyway when you use markers. Now, this does nothing to minimize my adoration of this book. And there's actually a single-sided, slightly larger page version of this book with perforated pages called Dagdrommar. And that book has 20 illustrations from this original book here. As I mentioned, it's single-sided, it's perforated, and I'm assuming the 20 pages are like the greatest hits of this book. I will be getting that book and throwing down with my markers. Another couple of pages. Very detailed. I love it. So right now you can purchase the original version of this book from the Pen Store, which is a Swedish online retailer, and I'll link that in the description. I paid about $21 US with shipping, which has been totally worth it for the art and the enjoyment that I've gotten from coloring it. You know, my theory is if you want something for your hobby, do like I do. Make your coffee and lunch at home for a few days, and you'll have enough to go ahead and make a splurge. This is something that you want to splurge on. Look at this picture. However, there's an exciting announcement. There's actually now a U.S. publisher for Karlzon's works. You can go right now to Amazon and pre-order Dagdrommar, which is daydreams in English, or Sommarnatt, which is summer night. And both of those will be available in June. So you can have your Starbucks and your awesome books, because it'll be a little less expensive buying it that way. Now, there have been some issues with paper quality with some books published outside of the original country, but Hanna states that the paper is going to be the same, if not very similar to the original. Trust me, I will be purchasing the English edition and making a comparison video on paper quality and taking a sniff to see if it still smells good. I'm such a big fan that I really want the Swedish and the English version, so I'll be doing both. Okay, so I think I've given a pretty good preview of what you'll find from this book, and I really cannot say enough good things about it. It's something about this art style that it clicks with me in a big way, and I think you'll love it too. Okay, so that's about it. Hopefully I will get to do another review in about a week or so. Again, please subscribe and please like my videos. I'd greatly appreciate it. That's all now. Bye, everybody.